everyone. Welcome to my channel, T-Bird Stacking. Just got off Michael Stacking's live. He's closing it down for the night. I hope he's feeling better. I've got my laptop going here. I can look at the chat. Let's see here. Ain't gonna go on very long. Hey, Chew, how you doing? Nice to see you. I'm gonna probably be on. I know I always say this. I'm only gonna be on for a few minutes tonight. Yeah, it is. Only gonna be a few minutes. I'm gonna wait for a few people to get on. I'm gonna show the promo copper pours. I poured 3 bars tonight. I posted the first one. I was posting the first one, and as it was uploading, I went back out there, poured the second one, got that one going, and then I poured the third one. I didn't get videos on those, but I've got them all cleaned up, and I'm going to show them off here in a few minutes. Let's see. Let me get this chat out. Let's see. Pop out chat. Over there, I can see it a lot better. There we go. There, we got 2 people in here. I got the pours right down here. Probably going to want to have this out to weigh them. Move some things around here. What else? I should organize this earlier. I was too busy watching Michael's stacking stream there. He's not feeling very well. Praying for him and Nancy stacking. They're feeling a little under the weather. Yeah, we got 3 people out here. Jackknife. Hey, how you doing, Jackknife? Something to watch while you brush your teeth. Something to do while I sharpen my talons. Oh boy, Jackknife. Jackknife's here. I gotta clean my silver. He loves to hear that silver. Hey, Happy Tiger, how you doing? Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, we just cleaning my silver. Jackknife's out here. He likes to hear my silver. I think he's making sure I paid attention to the chat. Hey, Bottle Top Bandit, how's it going, brother? Woo! Yeah, I got. I had to sneak a. I got to add that to my Coinstar stash. I got to add it up. I sold a couple of quarters out of it because I finished going through some of my bank rolls of quarters. And let's see, where did I think I brought it in here. I know I did. But I got to add 2 quarters to here because I found 2 W's in my my coin roll hunting. This is one of them. I don't know if you can see it. Hold on, I just yanked it away. I don't have my magnifying glass in here. I got it out there. You guys should be able to see it. Yeah, there's one of the W's I found. I was telling Miss T-Bird it's $25 for that coin right there. Oops. Yeah, I wasn't thinking about that. I wasn't showing that for this live, but I just thought about it. I wish I would have been recording that. You can see the W mint mark right there. I think it's a little blurry, but you should be able to make it out. I got the background. Anyways. Boy, that room filled up fast. Wow, 18 people. Woo! I got to go back to the chat, make sure I'm talking to everybody. Happy Tigers. Hi, Speedy. How you doing? Kim T-Bird. She's in that room. She's sneaking up on me. Dennis the Menace. How you doing? It's LK, the Christ fan. I think that's what it is. My glasses aren't the greatest. I got to get my glasses upgraded. Bellows Forwards. How you doing? Hey, Sean. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. There's that do not duplicate key. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, I checked it at the Coinstar at my local Coinstar just to see if it was it. I don't want to get into the machine. I have no need and no desire, but I found this in the tray of the one of the Coinstar machine. If you've seen my shorts or my videos on the Coinstars, that was in there. It couldn't have gone through the machine, but I figure it's got to go to the Coinstar because the guy coming to empty the Coinstar probably opened it up and didn't have it on a key ring or something, and might have set it in the coin return with intentions on doing something, or he had to have used it to lock it back up though. But then maybe his hands were full and he sat it down there, and maybe he forgot it there. When I go back, it didn't fit the one in my store, but the store I got it from, I still have to go to. I'm going to check it out, and if it does fit that Coinstar, I'm going to turn it in and tell them at the desk, at the service desk. And but if it doesn't fit it, I've got some brass. I've got some brass, and I think the guy's in here that sent me some brass. Bellows Forge. He sent me some brass. Yes, he did. I'm gonna melt that along down with his brass when I'm ready to do that. Let me get back to the chat here real quick. Make sure I didn't miss anybody's comments. Thought I'd pop in and say hi. Going to check out Mr. T-Bird's porn video. Oh, she's in the other room. She's gonna watch it on the big TV. She's gonna use my other T-Bird account. Of course, there's T-Bird stacking, and I also have a sub account which don't have a lot of people on it, but it's T-Bird, just plain T-Bird, and it's got a stack of coins holding in my hand. Um, hey, X Demon, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. All right, let's yeah, Bellows Forge is ready for it. Yeah, let's melt it down. Yeah, I'm gonna melt that right down, I believe. But I do have to find out first if it goes to the other Coinstar in Plattsburgh. And if it does, I'm gonna return it. But anyways, tonight, if you watch the videos, I was very stoked. I really did an awesome job. Um, I had to warm my garage up. Of course, I've got two different types of propane. I have propane and I have two different types of heaters. One heater is very nice and it's efficient. It's one of the ones you attach, and it's like a pan. It does a pretty good job. But I also have another one that's, they call it a salamander, and it has hot air, or has air induction, and it really blows out a lot of air. I've got a 28 by 40 foot garage, 2-story. It's not quite finished, and the opening upstairs, all the heat rises to the top, but I can turn that on and heat the place up pretty decent. But it's not something I want to run consistently because I'd have to open the door and then I'm letting in cold air. I think outside is like 25 degrees out. Um, but the longer you have it on, the more the CO, carbon monoxide, gets inside the air from the propane, from it heating. And you can tell when it's getting very bad because of the flames coming out of it is going to be different if it's sucking out a lot of the oxygen. But what I do is I'll turn it on and I'll let it stay out there, and then I'll turn my furnace on. I'll let it melt the copper. I'll come in the house. It takes about an hour for that copper to melt. I probably put about 10 ounces of copper in there, and when it was melted, I'd go out periodically about every 15 minutes because I don't like being out there while the copper is melting, because that also gives out fumes and whatnot as well. Even though it's a very large area, I don't want to be in there and subject myself to any type of poisonous gases. But when I go out there and I'm ready to pour, then I'll have already shut that off for about 10-15 minutes prior to melt. Once it's melted, I'll give it about 10 minutes and let it still melt inside the 2 auto furnace, and I'll let it vacate a little bit, and then I'll go in there, I'll do my pour. And that's what I did. And very first pour, let me see here, this was the third pour. I know which ones they are because the way they look, I almost look like a horse in there. I love looking at the things. And this is the very first one. If you watch that video, here's that first T-board. Yeah, I'm tired. Sorry. Let's go on to this first. This is one of my graphite molds, and I got a Dremel tool. It's ran by compressed air, and I use that to turn around and do T-Bird before I get my actual T-Bird two-sided coin thing that comes in. It's not supposed to come in by till the end of January now. But I've got a two-sided coin that I'm having made up. But I use that to go through the graphite to put my name, my logo name, backwards. And I figured that would work, and I could actually pour some copper in there and do T-Bird pour. And there it is. Yeah. I cleaned it up because I mean, this ain't silver or anything. So, and it's poured. So I didn't mind cleaning it up. But yeah, it's got a pretty interesting design on that. And I'm not sure if 3D Woodworks is going to be out here or not, but he requested, and I've been telling him I was going to do a pour for him, and this pour is for him, and this is 001. I haven't stamped it yet, but it's distinguishedly different from all the rest. And my second one, which was also a nice successful pour, which I didn't have a video on, but here's the second one. And what I learned from the first to the second, of course, graphite, as you heat it and whatnot, you'll get a little bit of that graphite debris. And I used a paintbrush, a small artistry paintbrush, after the second pour because I didn't realize that some of the debris had got inside the lettering that I did. You can clearly see how much nicer the first one is in the lettering compared to the second one. You can see right there, like on the R and on the B, the metal didn't quite fill in there. So every time I got to kind of brush it out a little bit. But that had another unique design, pour design in the back. Let me see. I must have got a very imaginable mind. But I can see a bird, T-Bird in there, and I can also kind of see a horse. I can see, looks right above my finger, I can see looks like a deer. But if you look at it from a different way, I can see a gremlin in there. See a little gremlin? But if you look at it close enough, you can almost see a T-Bird, you can see a gremlin, you can see a deer, you can see a horse. You got to have an imaginative mind, I guess. Maybe I have an imaginative mind. But there was a second one. And then the last one, I did the same thing, cleaned it out, but I didn't have as much in there, so it's a little thinner bar. But you can see I cleaned it out, and it still came out pretty decent, better than the second one. And that had a nice little design to it as well in the back. Now I can't really see what could be a butterfly there. Looks like some type of maybe like a hummingbird or something. I don't know. I'm always looking at things like that. But anyways, let's get a weight on them. The very first one, which is going to be going to 3D Woodworks. And I'm not watching the chat, Jackknife. I'm sorry, I'm going back here looking at it. I'm surprised he hasn't harassed me about it. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Yeah, I know. It's a little more difficult when you're streaming to watch the chat, though, you know. But thanks, everybody. Hey, Broke Stacker, how's it going? Look at this, Broke. Oh, man, look what the cat dragged in. I like my copper clean, brother, and I apologize. Look at those beautiful honeybees. Ooh. Yeah. You know, guess where that came from? The Broke Stacker. I like them. I like them so much. I mean, they look nice with that kind of look, but I like them much better like this. I know you wanted to see them. Ain't they beautiful? They're awesome. Love the honeybee. Did you see my first? Let me see. This is the first one. Yeah, this is the first one for 3D Woodworks. Yeah, I guess you call it my promo pour. That was my second one. I did them all flawlessly. They really have some really cool characteristics, designs. And this is my third one. Let me get a weight on them now. I'm losing sidetracked. Okay. Yeah, if you guys will go ahead, smash that like button for me. hit that like button. It helps my channel out. But I'm going in regular ounces. I'm not doing troy ounces. me get down here and zoom in for you guys just a little bit. Zoom out a little bit. Yeah. Bring that a little closer. I got 3.37 ounces on that very first one. Or yeah, 3.37 ounces. That one's going to be going to 3D Woodworks. And the second one that I poured, that one is 3.34 ounces. That one, I think I'm going to keep that one forever. And the third one was what I had left in there, just about 2.58 ounces. I'm going to label this one, the very first one, 001. That one's going to be 002. The one I'm going to keep, this one's going to be 003. That's the third one I poured. And I'm going to start making more of these until my two-sided logo coin gets here. I've got a lot of copper. I got a couple 100 pounds of it, clean copper. And you're very welcome, Broke Stacker. Joseph Lopez, hope you're feeling good, brother. Thank you for stopping by. Let's see. Silver and Cigars. Hey, how's it going, Silver and Cigars? Thanks for stopping in. Hey, Dennis Snyder. Thank you very much for stopping in. I appreciate each and every one of you. Yeah, but them are my three pours. My three pours for tonight. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of surprised myself because I don't know if it was maybe because I heated the garage up a little better. I brought it up to like 52 degrees and it appeared like the metal flowed a lot better for me, because a lot of my other times when I did my pours, and I did my very first pour, it was like only like 35 degrees in there. And that was my very first pour. And of course, I've gotten better at it since. Of course, this is the one where you can see the Phoenix in it. That was my very first one. And it froze up on me, but I went too slow with it. But of course, it was only like 35 degrees in there as well. And here's some of my other pours for the Broke Stacker, if he hasn't seen them. Some of my silver pours. I had poured that. I still haven't yet stamped it. There's another pour that I did silver. I did an arrowhead. If you hadn't seen it, I still haven't stamped that either. And I got a mushroom top, I call it. I did that one. I got a few other ones, a small little button. And I got a small little bar I poured. I got a teardrop that I poured. This was my very first pour, was a teardrop. I don't know if I said that earlier or not. If I said the wrong thing, but it's 1.25 troy ounces. Come on, focus. There we go. That one I did stamp. 999. I used a red Sharpie. I kind of wanted to stand out. This is another silver pour that I did. I ran out of material. Either I ran out or I didn't have enough in there, and I thought about making a topper for it. So I put it back in there at a later date. I made like a jigsaw puzzle topper for it. Fits in there really nice. You can even take it and kind of shake it around. It won't come out. But I do have a. This isn't the one that hasn't come in, but I also ordered this. I got a heart pour. I want to do some silver hearts. We're doing some silver hearts, and that came in. This is I think it's a 1.25 by 0.25. I have a 2-inch one that's coming in. It's much bigger than this one, and it's twice as deep as this, and it's much bigger than this. And that's what I'm going to be doing for Valentine's Day, and I might even put them up for purchase. But I'm going to be doing the same thing, purposely filling the heart mold halfway. I'm going to use my little Dremel tool. I'm going to Dremel tool out a heart shape, and then I'm going to let that solidify. I'm going to quench it, clean it up, put it back in there, and then I'm going to pour a topper for it, for the heart, to where the heart's inside. I'm going to write like "Be Mine" or something with my Dremel tool, and it's going to come out and it's going to have that little peg that's going to go in there and it's going to actually lock it in together and it's going to be a heart. I'm going to maybe put those out for people to maybe purchase. And they're going to be in silver. They ain't going to be in copper. But that's my plan anyways. Let's see. Am I missing anything? I got my phone plugged in because my phone was getting low. Alrighty. I got 10, 16 likes. Man's been busy. Yes, sir. Busy, busy, busy. Multitask all the time, brother. Hi, Ross Babo. Thanks for coming in. Let's hope I didn't miss anybody. I really like the flag stamps on those copper pours. Yeah, I like the flag stamps too. I'm thinking about, I was looking online. I have not ordered it, but I'm looking for, I'm getting a stamp that I want to have done up with a phoenix on it. So I can stamp mine like the Broke Stacker does with the stamp in the back with the flag. There's a company that's out there. He's got the little logo stamp right there. I've seen those. I've seen those out there. And he's got the American flag. Yeah, but I'm going to get one made up to where it's going to be a phoenix, to where I can stamp mine with a phoenix. That's an awesome pour rope. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, very cool. 100% Bellows. Very cool. Broke, when are you pouring again? Yeah, Russ Babo asked when you were pouring again, Broke. Myself, I'm going to be pouring again. Thank you, Happy Tiger. I'm going to be pouring again tomorrow. Like I said, I've got a lot of copper. Busy as busy. I'm going to be making more of these T-Bird pours for the meantime. Like I said, in the future, I'm going to be making some. It's going to be something close to this size, maybe a little smaller than that. But it's going to be, it's going to have my name, T-Bird Stacking on it. It's going to have my Phoenix logo on it, and on the back, it's got something else on the back. And I'm going to be making. It's going to come in a two-sided. It's going to be a two-sided coin logo mold that I'm going to be pouring. And the Broke knows exactly what I'm talking about. They kind of go together, and you pour into the top of it. I'm going to dabble probably in the sand casting, maybe a little later on, maybe more towards summertime. I don't think I'm going to do it right yet, but I've been looking at a lot of that stuff. There's a lot of things that I do want to do where I can make my own molds from, I don't know, say like those silver dragons that I have in the back on my fireplace. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit on them. Those are 999 silver. I got two of them. Another one over there. Dragons are holding them. But I've got a lot of different things like that where I can take the sand and I can, the Dove sand, I think you call it. There's several different kinds where you can make your own little pours and your molds, but it's kind of only for a one-time thing, I believe. And once you pour it, it's not like you're going to re-pour it again unless you take new sand and redo it and pack it. And I watched the Broke Stacker do it several different times in his videos. He's got an awesome channel. He does a lot of pouring. There's many different people that I've gone to, like Capital Currency, watched his videos, and the Broke Stacker. I watched a lot of his pouring videos. There's several others that I can't even think of them all. Silver Oceans. There's about 4 or 5 other ones that I can't even remember all their names, and some of them I don't even recognize from in the stacking community. It just people that I've known, that I've been watching for years do it. And then just like street tips, like I said, I got my own silver cell this summer. I'm going to make my own fume hood where I'm going to be taking silver and making my own silver crystal for my pours. and from silver scrapping and stuff that I've done, from computer parts and breakers and everything else. That's going to come maybe later on this summer when the weather gets nice. Nice. I have a blank graphite block. I'm going to try and carve them out by hand for a custom channel around. Yeah, if you got a little air tool, it's a little Dremel tool. You can put like a fine. It's like a cutting tool. It's almost like a needle, but it's a lot thicker than a needle. It'll work much better than you scratching it out by hand, because that graphite is pretty durable. Even with that little Dremel tool that I got, it took a little bit, and you have to be very, very careful on when you're doing it. And I mean, this one's been used a little bit, but you can see where when I tried to get my name on there off to the edge, I kind of hit the edge a little bit with it. A couple of different places right here. I hit the edge, and you got to have a very, very, very steady hand while you're doing it. It's not easy. Trust me, it's not easy. But I managed to do that all within like about maybe 5-10 minutes prior to me getting ready for my pour. I mean, I was just gonna pour into there, but I said no, I got to do something. I got to have something with my name on it, my logo name. Yeah, rotary tool. You got it. Living the dream now. Yes, sir, living the dream. But tomorrow I'm going to be Capital Currency, Mentally Corrupted. Yeah, I watched a lot of Mentally Corrupted. He was one of them. Supreme Ginger Stacker. They all do pouring as well. Yeah, but there's two of them. I'll have to research back through my phone and through my channel, try to see, because it's somebody I'm not even subscribed to, uh, but it's from somebody that I seen like 2 years ago that I was watching doing metal pouring and stuff, and I've never noticed them out here in the community on any you my subscribers or anybody that I go to or anybody that's even in this chat. I'm not even sure if they still got channels, because I progressed as I kept getting more and more involved with YouTube and watching stuff. And then especially when I started becoming a content creator like this past summer, once I did that, I lost sight of everything in the past. It's like Street Tips. I know a few of you know who Street Tips is. Um, I think I've only watched one or two of his videos in the last 3-4 months. Um, it's like he just fell off the charts. Uh, I feel bad because I used to watch every single one of his videos. This is before I was a content creator. Phoenix coins, did he sneak in here? I see somebody putting something about Phoenix coins. Phoenix, oh no, that's Phoenix. Phoenix is the Kleenex. Wait, that's not right. Bird's the word. You follow Street Tips? Yeah, I follow him. I like I said, I haven't gone to his channel, and just with life and everything that I'm doing and trying to get to everybody's page as much as I can and creating content and putting it out here and carrying on my own life. I just haven't seemed to find the time to get back to Street Tips. I've learned a lot from him. I've learned a lot from his metalworking and melting silver and melting gold and purifying silver and gold and acid solutions, which I have a lot of acid solutions I have outside my shed. Um, like I said, if you guys have seen it, um, all right, I have to zoom in. There's my DC power supply right there for my silver cell. I got my helicopter on it. My remote controlled helicopter. Yeah. I remember I was trying to get my new camera. Uh, yeah, I got this camera. I got it. It takes some nice pictures, but I've got to get it working right. The only way I can get it working right is when I hitch it up to my laptop wirelessly or Bluetooth. I lose my internet and I can't stream while I'm doing that. So I got to figure out some way. When I hooked it up with the USB port to the computer, I could stream with it, but I didn't have any sound. And I even tried hitching up my headphones to it, But I think what it was is I was reading in the instructions that the headphones are not compatible. If they're headphones, I can only hitch up a regular mic to it. So I think in order for me to do it, I got to hitch it up through the USB port and have a mic only, not a headset. Hey, Vegas Stacker, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, I was just going over, showing everybody my T-Bird pourers I did tonight. I guess your promo is what they call it. It's not my very first pour. It's my very first T-Bird pour. I'll show this again real quick for Vegas. I use a Dremel tool and I wrote backwards on one of my graphite molds. I made 3 T-Bird pours. I did a video on that. If you want to go check that out afterwards, did it very flawlessly, very perfect. The second one, I did the same thing. Did another T-Bird pour, and the third one, just before I was out of metal, did a third one successfully. It came out all real great, perfect. I couldn't have been happier. I mean, if you watch the video and you can probably hear the excitement and enthusiasm in my voice, I was like, yeah, all right, yeah. It was awesome. I was so glad because copper's a little more difficult to pour than silver. Silver's sort of a piece of cake compared to copper. But I think I've got it down pretty packed now. I think I think I could just about do it all. My next attempt, which I ain't gonna do right away, my next attempt is gonna be taking some of this aluminum that I have here from 3D Woodworks. I'm gonna melt down some aluminum. Um, Ellis Forge has also sent me some aluminum, which I have it over on the other side of my thing over there. He sent me some. What were they? They're from computer parts. They were heat sinks. Heat sinks that are pure aluminum. This is pure aluminum as well, so I'm going to be using that amongst the aluminum that 3D Woodworks had sent to me. And this is the big reason why I did this pour for him. He asked for it. He's an awesome guy. Um, if you ain't subscribed to 3D Woodworks, go check him out. Give him a sub. If you're not sub to him, sub to him. Give him a like, give him a comment. Tell him T-Bird sent you. I think everybody here is sub to him. If you don't have the address, just message me, and I'll send you the address. I can do it real quick if I want it on here, I guess. If there's nobody that's subbed to 3D Woodworks and you need his address, let me know and I'll go grab it. I was kind of hoping 3D would pop in here, but he must be busy. KN, hey, how's it going? Like the USCS in the background? Yes, you do. My dad just bought one for me and shipped it to me for Christmas. Oh, good. Thank you very much. Good for you. Yeah, let me see what else. I was only going to have this for a little while. I guess I lied again. I told an untruth. 33 minutes. I said I was going to do it for about 10, 15 minutes. It's hard to do when you get out here. You get excited and, you get talking about this and you get talking about that and pours you've done and the things you've done, and you just want to share with the stacking community. Of course, there's Jackknife. He loves the sound of silver. Should be called 3 hours later. Yeah, it ain't gonna be tonight, brother. I could probably go on at least another half hour, but yeah, I'm probably gonna cut it off short here very soon. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope everybody's having a very awesome New Year, blessed New Year, Happy New Year to each and every one of you. Um, let's make it a better year for yourselves, your families, and for everyone that's out there. Always be the better person and do the right thing and follow your heart to where it brings you, and try to bring peace to other ones and a smile to somebody else's face. And that's all I try to do. Like I said, I'm not the biggest silver sleuth. Is he silver sleuth? I didn't see him in here. I see Bellows Ford just mentioned him. Did he sneak in here? Dennis the Menace. Woo. Yeah, have a good one, everybody. Thanks, Vegas Stacker, for coming in. I appreciate you. Thank you, Kay, Kenna K. I think he's down on Hawaii. Ooh. Yeah, we got about 20 degrees right now. Thank you, Dennis Menace. Thank you, Jack Knight, for stopping in, brother. Appreciate you. Thank you, the Broke Stacker. Awesome. Yes, coppersmithing is a true skill. Yes, sir, it is. I think I can't say I mastered it, but I think I've conquered doing the pouring. Go check that video out, Broke, if you haven't checked it out. I did a really sweet job at it. And it only took a few minutes for the rest of it to remelt. Poured the second one. And the same thing on the third one. Poured it out. Boom, bang, bing. Just like I knew what I was doing, brother. But anyways, everybody. Bellows, thank you very much, brother, for stopping in. Everybody have a good night. I just closed my chat out and I can't see it now. How did I do that? Let's see. Is that it? There it is. It's back. Have a good night. No, T-Bird just making a joke about how long the streams are. Yeah, I know it. Yeah. I think my longest stream was 2 hours. One of these days I'll do a 3-hour stream. Thank you, Happy Tiger, if you're still out here. Appreciate you coming in. Thank you, Babo. Appreciate you coming in. Joseph Lopez was in the house. Silver and Cigars. Dennis the Menace. Dennis Snyder was in here. I don't want to forget anybody. Bottle Top Bandit. Yeah, he was in here. I think he stepped out, though. Thanks, each and every one of you. X-Demon. I'm not sure who that is, but he must be subbed to me. Speedy, thank you. Sean Stafford, thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you. And Mrs. T-Bird, thank you for stopping by my live stream. It's LK the Christian. Yeah, thank you very much for stopping by. Alrighty, everyone. Peace out. Have a good night. Yep, Jack Dave's got it. 5, 4, 3. Where did OC go? He never came in. 2, 1. Have a good night, all. Peace and have a good year. T-Bird out. 1. Good night, y'all.